Yo, 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 we are back. We apologize for the technical difficulties, and we are back again. It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys with another Why Run Podcast Live. And up on panel, we got Tish Rap.
Who's that guy?
No, it's
Who's
not.
that guy for leaving and killing the show, taking him with it, taking
No
it with him?
shit. Uh
I
huh.
see.
See, what I tell you guys, he's the one that gets
It's
us
my
canceled.
energy. It's my energy, babe.
Well, stop it.
Remember? I'm the one that creates
Yeah.
technical difficulties. I drain microphones.
Mm-hmm. Mm. And what do I do?
You give life to things. I kill things.
No.
Oh, damn it!
Oh my god.
Oh my
And
god.
it's always in the beginning of the show. No wonder they
Sorry,
cut us off
babe.
mid show. Oh my
I know.
god. Are
Sorry,
you
sorry, sorry.
serious? Oh man. There it go.
There. Bye. See you guys never.
Holy shit. Mm,
Yep. Sorry, guys. Sorry, babe.
mm. Yeah, he comes back. Well, he calls actually when during the show, letting me know that the show was off,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Damn, okay." Well, I was making me some ice
Yeah.
water anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're good now. You good to go?
Yes, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
Are
I didn't
you?
realize how early it was.
Are you
1:47.
not thirsty anymore?
I
I
got my
see.
water and I got you, but I'm like sleepy. Like my face is tired. My eyes are
You
tired.
need to protect yourself.
Mm,
Or
too
I'm just gonna take
late.
my ball and go home.
Your what?
I'm, I'm gonna take my ball and go home.
Your
Cancel the
ball?
show. Yep.
No.
I'm taking my ball and going home. That means I'm not gonna play anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
Let's just take a nap right here.
on the show.
Yes.
No, I'm not tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Why? Because I protected myself.
Mm, as you should.
Yes, babe, you too. You should.
And I'm a good girl. Always a
Who
good
doesn't
girl.
listen?
Mm. I listen.
No.
Always.
No, you don't. But let's get into the show, babe. What was the title of the show after all? Because I think that's where we left off. We were trying to get the title of the show and the description.
Taking minutes off your life plus dress codes.
Oh, yeah. So, what does that mean to you?
Well, I was gonna get into it until you rudely interrupted me with a phone call letting me know that the whole cast was shut off, so I forgot
That
now.
was not rude. That was
Mm-hmm.
not rude.
It was rude when
I was
you left
letting you
and took
know.
the fucking internet with you. That's rude.
Okay,
So what are
yeah,
you talking about? No, you
that
kick
was
this one
rude
off.
of me.
I'm gonna recuperate. I'm gonna relax.
You need to
Mm-hmm.
recuperate. Okay.
Mm-hmm. With my
So,
body.
a while back, I made a post, but of course nobody reacted because people just want to be nosy and stuff, and they don't want to interact. But I asked if every single interaction that you have is literally taking minutes off of your life, would you make better decisions as to where you spend your time? And I guess just as as a post, just reading it, you could take that and it'll make you think like, oh shit, that's true. Which this is actually happening. Wherever you spend time, it's either wasting your time or it's taking time off of your life because you're never gonna get those minutes back. So be more mindful of where you spend your time, where you spend your attention. your energy. But I was curious, um, if people even think about it that way. But again, nobody answered. I guess they thought it was just a post. It was actually a question, and I put it as a question, but people don't listen.
Nah, I know he's
So,
not talking about me.
what did I
I
just
do
say?
everything perfect. Adi's
Uh
perfect.
huh.
Adi hurt
Yeah.
me.
What did Adi
Mm-mm.
hear?
Adi heard, would you like a double whopper after the show? And Adi
Oh my
said,
god.
yes.
You see?
I'm
No,
still
that's not what
regrouping.
it
Don't
is.
ask me stuff right now.
Well, then how are we gonna have a show if we can't conversate?
Your sexy voice.
You know,
So soothing.
I'm gonna cut out my vocal cords
Mm.
because people don't listen anyway. See?
Whatever.
Full
Okay,
circle.
so I was gonna say
Oh,
what was the question?
see? Because you weren't listening
You threw me off from resting.
from resting.
No, for real, what was the question? Because I'm sure everybody else didn't get it.
I know, because nobody listens.
Oh
So
my
why
god,
am I
what's the
talking?
question? What's the question?
Why am I talking? Why am I talking if nobody listens?
Because everybody loves just Rob's sexy voice and everybody's waiting to give Rob a teddy bear.
Oh my god.
With
No.
his head tilted to the side.
No. I don't want any teddy bears.
Hmm.
I don't want any messages. I don't want shit.
Man, you gotta tell him that. I know his secret.
I know a lot of people's secrets,
Mm.
but I'm loyal to myself, to my character. No, so the question was if people realize, do people realize, first of all, that, every single interaction takes minutes away from their life?
No,
They do.
because it somehow benefits them in some way. Like it's giving them a high and almost feeling like it gives them a purpose that they're worthy of such communication or problem, or you know what I'm saying, like they're looking at themselves like they're good for that person or they're good for that situation. They don't even see the issue other than they're dealing with that person and they'd rather deal with that person than deal with anybody else. So no, nobody really knows. Did
Well,
that make
this is
sense?
something kind of,
But
this is, I mean, I guess, why is it that people don't understand or don't realize things until it's put to them, until it's brought to their attention? Because it makes logical sense that every time, every single minute spent somewhere, you're never going to get that back. So you should be wise as to where you spend your time, right? Because it is literally taking minutes off of your life. But
well, I think, sorry, go ahead.
if people, like, for instance, if I was to tell someone you only have 3 years of life, that means however many minutes that makes, because I don't fucking, what is it? 365 times 3. What's that, babe?
Oh my god.
900 and, what is it? 900, no, 1,000. Fuck. Anyways, I can't
Yeah, I'm just
do
gonna
math
be the
that
second time I'm crying today. Go ahead.
fast. No, mess brings us to tears. But, uh, so if I told somebody, like, you only have this amount of time, choose wisely, like, your interactions, because every single thing that you dedicate any kind of time to is taking time off of your life. But see, people think that they're, like, invincible and that they're never gonna, or that they're immortal and they're never gonna, not be around. So they're kind of just throwing their attention away, literally wasting time. So I guess the question was, if they knew their timeline, I guess, if they were aware of just how much time they actually had on Earth, would they be more mindful as to
No,
where they spend their time? No.
no. And I'll tell you why. Because the mindset of people of today, I'm going to start sounding like Jaguar, right? Give you those little pauses in between
No, don't. We
sentences.
already talk slow, babe. We don't need pauses. People already need to
Okay.
listen to us at 1.5. Don't make it 2.0.
That's okay, I say no because we live in a time where okay, if you did tell someone like, yo, you have 3 years to live, spend your time wisely, they don't hear that part because to them is like, okay, the first thing that they heard was 3 years. Okay, that's all they hear. They don't hear spend your time wisely. They just hear only have 3 years to live. So their
I'm so
actions
dumb.
are
That's
going to be
1,095. Why am I? Sorry.
um so thanks for throwing me off. Um
Sorry.
what they're gonna do in that 3 years is make a total fucking fool of themselves. So for them, it's gonna be like, okay, if I have 3 years to live, I have 3 years to make a name for myself, make a so called legacy of of myself or for myself or whatever. Um, and I at least have to do the most outrageous, stupid shit to get known for something, to get to get trending, to have people like remember me. That when my death arrives, that I will be like in the like people will cover my story. So that's the mindset of people of today. When you tell them you only have 3 years to live, spend it wisely, they don't hear that part. They just hear 3 years, and it's like do the most stupid shit to get known, to get trending, so that someone will cover your story. And oh, I at least want to be rich before I die, or it's all of those things that are trending. It's not They're not going to take or make wholesome decisions. Like it's all going to be about like what they could get. So sometimes people use that shit as bait. Like, oh, I only have three years to live. Can I get into this concert for free? So it's almost like people using their ills to get money, or like like a GoFundMe or some shit like that, or like a to make it on the Make a Wish Foundation, or whatever. But people, they're not thinking about spending their time with family and friends, or you know um or making or trying to do things off of like their bucket list. It's just all about fame before they die. So
Damn.
so I say no. That's my answer after all that.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard me, but I was like, I'm so dumb. I know it's 1,095. That's 3 years. So.
Yes, I heard that.
And then do you
When you say
realize that
numbers, like my mind just spirals out
I
of
know,
control. When you say numbers.
I know I can't do math on the spot, but I'm okay with
Man,
it.
we're raccoons. When somebody honks their horn, we fucking run around like we don't know where to run.
Well, that's what I was gonna mention right now too. Like we're saying, from when you're born to when you're gonna die, that's only 3 years. You're a 3-year-old. You're not thinking about concerts and stuff. But see, it's the mind of a raccoon. I only thought about a lifespan for a raccoon.
Aw.
See, it's
Man,
meant to
you're
be.
killing it. Well, raccoons, I mean, we live life to the fullest. We want to explore. We let our hands wander. We let our hands be our eyes.
Yes.
We like snacks. We like to hide and cuddle and lick each other's teeth. And
See, we should all be like raccoons, man.
yes,
I mean, they do steal
yes.
food, so let's not do that. Don't go around stealing people's food.
Sharing is caring. So you have to share with us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I don't know. I just wish people made better decisions when it comes to what they dedicate their lives to or their time. Not trying to control what people do. Of course, it's your choice to do it, but I think I think we are in that place now where it's like YOLO. Remember that stupid shit? You
No.
only live once. You don't
Oh,
remember people saying YOLO?
I remember you
You only live.
explaining it to me, but I forget.
But see, that's wrong. People aren't even thinking about like what happens when you're not here anymore. I think we're just here to experiment this, or not experiment, but experience this physical form. But I think since we're energy, we keep going. I think there's more. There was stuff before this experience. There's gonna be things after this, and that whole YOLO and like, oh, let me do dumb shit just because after this there's nothing else. That's wrong. And I think that that's kind of sad when people do go or cross to the other side and they realize this is not it. There's more, and now I gotta pay for what I did and that the decisions that I made. But
If
it
you
is sad.
guys live by the phrase YOLO, you only live once, you're a fucking stupid ass. Because I think that mindset cues people to do dumb shit, to
Yeah.
make stupid ass decisions. Like, oh, you only live once, and then you snort all that coke up. Like it's and you're just running around looking like an asshole. No one's gonna save you. You're just a laughing stunt at this point. But um, yeah, it's I never fell for that. The whole what was that whole thing? Um, fuck, I feel like it's like right there. I can't even fucking say it. But
Mm.
oh, like it is what it is, or like
Yeah.
that's just like mm, like how does that make sense to you? You know what I mean? Like, because I guess I tread life lightly, I guess, even though yes, I do just jump into things and then I learn after. Like,
How
it
are you gonna say that and then say, "Oh, jump first, think
exactly.
later"?
No, but it's like I lived enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I was a DJ traveling and like, picking picking who I want to be my manager, picking who I wanted to promote my shit, being picky about like what um brand I wanted to work with, or what type of DJ crew I wanted to travel with, do business with, like those are the things where it wasn't like, oh, I just want to get in with everyone because I want to get in the spotlight. Like, I want to do what these motherfuckers are doing. I want to do be in with this. I want what they got. I want to get into that club. I want to get, and that club could just be like the all hit spot for motherfuckers to shoot up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not just gonna go spin in any club and put my life in danger just because I want people to know me as this DJ, as this entertainer. I didn't want to just pick any manager just because they were the cheapest, or just because, like, oh, my manager manages like the big MC names and hip hop artists, or like, because some managers will be like, oh yeah, like I want to represent you, but then to me it sounded like they were trying to sell me a car. It was almost like they were trying so hard to get me to, like, uh sign them on or whatever. Like, it just like a high sales pitch. And that made me uncomfortable. And it's like, no, like, and then they're just like, oh, but I could get you brand deals. I could get you this and I could get you that. Like, oh man, if you'd be crazy not to hire me. And it's like, get the fuck out of my face. Like it starts feeling like they're gonna put you in danger. You know what I'm saying? So
They could have put you to DJ one of Diddy's parties.
no,
And
hell no. Man, then I'd be stuck. I'd be in them videos, babe. You just see a raccoon at the snacks. Raccoon popping bottles. Oh yeah.
did you see
But
the raccoon in the club? In that
yeah, that
video?
was so sad. I was like, poor thing. He's probably like scared and like deaf now. Cause
Yeah.
that man, I was gonna say raccoons have good ears, but not mine. No, but like it's when you're put in situations like that, like I was not phased by like the money, the popularity. I wasn't phased by the hotel suites because I've been, traveling and sleeping in, fancy hotels since I was a baby. So I wasn't phased by the travels. I wasn't phased by the airplane flights. I wasn't phased, like because I've been doing that since I was a kid. But the people that were in the music industry that were, just entertainers, DJs, and hype men and all that shit, they were the ones that were phased by it because they never had it. So for me it was like I want to be smart about this, like, because the whole making money thing, that wasn't the thing. I was really interested in the music. I was really interested in my own playlist. I was interested in, like, you're just throwing the party, like you're just there, you're just vibing, you're just showing up, um so when you're put in those things where everything's glitz and glamour, like, oh, you could have this, you could have the fame, you could have this money, you could, just imagine. It was like, I'm not doing all of that. Like, they would be like, oh, let's, are you gonna go to this after party? And then when I'm seeing them exchange, illegal substances and shit like that, I'm like, no, I'm not going. And the people that I thought were my friends and the people that I thought I could trust because they were good at what we all got hired to do, when I seen them dab into those illegal things and, doing dumb stuff, fucking with the wrong people that just rubbed me the wrong way, like it just made me like, man, I can't fuck with that person anymore. Like it wasn't like, oh, let me get in that shit, because people, they're just so, they just get so like it just, they're just bedazzled by those things and those people. So that's why when I said I tread lightly, that's the area of my life that I'm talking about. Like I'm not just gonna hire anybody to manage me or to manage my money. Like, it was like, if I'm gonna hire you, you do what I tell you to do, or you're gonna, if I want this information, you're gonna give it to me, and you're gonna tell me and show me where you got that information. Because for me, I can really break things apart, and that's what a lot of people didn't like about me, because it was like, okay, so are you saying this or are you saying this? And they're just like, oh my god, Adi, just do it. I'm not just gonna do anything. Are you fucking kidding me? And then when I wasn't involved, of course I was the outcast. But as soon as everybody fucking got in trouble, I walked away from that shit and everybody hated me more. And they started accusing me like, oh, you wasn't looking out for us. Man, you guys decided you didn't want me around. Just because
Mm.
I didn't want to get fucked up with you guys. Now look at you guys. That's my fault. See, so I never, like I was very cautious, like I didn't just jump into things, but unless I have that curiosity and, like, man, you know what, I've been burnt before. I could get burned again trying to find out, and then I'll go and fucking do it. And if I come out burnt and I'm just like, whoa, everything explodes in my face, and then I'm just I'm just covered in black ash, like, whoa, shit, that was a flash, like, and
Mm.
it's, I just dust myself off and I look for something else, to kind of get into. But for me, I'm not afraid to take a chance. But if I see something that's like, oh, I seen this shit before, or like, oh, I seen something like this, I wonder if it's the same shit. And I'll do my research, I'll look it up, and if I had enough, or if it's giving me a headache, or it's making me sick, I'm not gonna fuck with it anymore. But I would rather have done the research and go through all of that than to get really fucked up about something. There's just so much that I think you really need to know yourself, and how you handle certain things, to be like, nah, this isn't good for me. This isn't good for my mental health. This isn't good for my image. This isn't good for my business. This isn't good or worth my like putting all my good vibes and energy into this thing, into the unknown. Oh, well, you're missing out. Well, if I'm missing out, that's my choice. I gotta see this shit act out, play out on other people before I just jump into something. But I think people are just so fucking afraid of everything. And then it's just like, man, how you gonna find out? If this is something that you want to get in, you're gonna have to take a chance. You have to take a risk. Oh, well, it costs this much money. Well, it takes money to make money. If you don't have that mindset and you think everything should just be given to you, you're not really winning that way. But yeah, everybody has a choice. But my choice is, yeah, like I'm gonna dive into something if I'm really like curious, and if I have the means to do it and get out alive. Like I'm gonna throw myself a lasso down before I actually just like jump in. Sometimes I forget, but for me,
Mm.
it's still, for me, I'm speaking on myself. Like, I'm not afraid to take chances. I'm not afraid to take a risk. And I think this is the acts and the personalities that I actually developed from my granddad. Because my granddad was the same. If he wanted something, he went out and got it. And yeah, he got burned a lot of times. And I told Rob many stories of my granddad where he just fucked up on everything, but it was funny. But it's the experience, it's the stories that are still around, that we still tell every now and then. But it's just like, man, like, that's crazy. I'm just like grandfather. Like, I'm just like him. And my dad's like, yeah, he's like, your grandpa was not afraid of anything. He just went out and did it. Yeah, he would buy like a new hammer and he would hit his thumb, and he's like, like, and it's still a good hammer. He just, like, just his thumb got in the way, or so that's not gonna. It's not like he's gonna throw down a hammer and be like, oh, I'm never picking that up again. That's everybody else's mindset. You get hurt, or you hurt yourself, and you're just like, oh, I'm not doing that again. I used to be that way when I was a kid, but I'm not like that anymore. Because if that's something that I want to do, I want to work with that hammer, I want to be a master using that hammer, I'm going to pick it up and do it again. Hurt myself, do it again. Hurt myself, do it again, until I am the master of that hammer. That's the mindset that my grandfather had, that I know that I still have. Yeah, I bitch, cry, and complain to especially Rob. But for me, like, I cry, he lets me cry, I get over it, and it's like I'm back up on that bitch again. And I don't know where we were going with this, but um
You're
I
just
would
talking
say
yourself in
use,
circles.
sorry, man.
It's all good.
Man, I feel full of motivation right now. But like I just don't, if you guys want to save your put forth to something. If you do have 3 fucking years to live, then it's like, use the 3 years to improve yourself, because you just never know. 3 years might be a hoax. It could be 5 years, it could be 6 years, it could, you just never know. But I don't see anything wrong with doing something, or improving something, continuing on with something that you could feel proud of, even if it is up to 3 years that you're living. Because that would put a lot more meaning to the end of your life after you found out. And that, why can't that be your success story, instead of you doing dumb shit and going viral for a day or two, being criticized, and for doing an ad that you knew was stupid from the get. So it's like, why can't you do something for yourself and not do it for the masses? If we're talking about time and minutes and shit, that's why I say do it for yourself, because you're the one that matters. And everybody that's watching you, and if it touches them in a way, then it's done. You're doing it for them. And don't, yeah, don't spend your words, your time, your energy on people that don't understand that, like, how much 3 years is gonna mean to you. If they have no understanding, no sympathy, no nothing, like, oh shit, so we're our friendship ends after 3 years. Like, that's pretty fucked up. But that's a negative mindset. And like I said, I know that negative part of the mind because I think like that. But I'm trying to teach you guys not to be like that, to look at things in a different way. I know what it's like when you're feeling pressure to hire a publicist, or to hire, like, hire people that I don't even know. Like, I don't really know the business side of things. Like, I'm talking like documents. Somebody's office intimidates me, like a lot of intimidation everywhere. But for me, it's like, okay, I'm going to hire an interpreter. You say all these big fancy words to me, yo, hey, what did they just say to me? And it's like, I don't care. Like, if I don't understand something, I'm gonna tell you I don't understand something. Don't try to play me, because I got this motherfucker next to me who's gonna tell me what these documents I am signing. So you're hearing this from somebody that has experience of being careful with her life, and having the freedom to jump into things in where she feels comfortable. If you don't understand something, things rub you the wrong way, then get away from there. Get away from it. And don't waste your time. If somebody's like, man, like this motherfucker hurts me so much, and maybe you should get away from them. Because Rob and I, we put our energy into things, and especially into people that we know they are the cause of bringing people down. Like, they're not good people. But for me, it excites me. Because I'm able to do my job. I'm able to do it how I think it should be done. If they're being presented to me, it's like, oh, okay, I got work to do. And if it shows up to Rob for him to do that, that's for him to do. So for me, it's like, oh yeah, I already know this person isn't gonna like what I say, but hey, I'm doing my job. It's not supposed to be nice, but that's the time and the minutes that I have to do it, because I told creator that I would do it, so I do it. And the only time that I bitch about time is the time that I'm wasting, not what someone else is doing to me. I take away time from myself. That's why it's like, okay, I need to I need to rethink about how I'm going to do stuff, because I feel like I'm not doing what I need to do, and I'm not doing it in a time frame that could be better for me. But it's time is precious. It's precious to me because I know what it could do. And it kind of does reflect on, like, what um if you guys go to my reservation, like, time is really really slow, and I fucking love it. But In modern people, it ages you faster. So I understand how time is precious. And I'm trying to tell Rob, and I don't know if he sees it in a modern way or if he doesn't understand the modern and the spiritual time, but like the time the time on the reservation is the best way that I can explain it, only because it's proven. That's why it's like, yeah, you take Rob out there and he's gonna see for himself that the days are really long, and he's gonna see how fucking old the people look. And it's like, guess what? They're our age and they already look 80. How cool is that? Like that would be my proof. Like
That's
that would
not
be my
cool.
proof that my huh?
I said that's not cool.
It's cool because that's the only way I can prove it.
I don't want to be 40 and look 80, but I
But
already feel
we're
like
not
I'm
modern,
80.
babe. See it okay. My parents have been living on a reservation for at least 5-6 years. They still look the same now as they did then. But
Mm-hmm.
it also has to do with the fact that they do live in both places. But there are relatives that also live here in Phoenix and they do the same thing. They go back and forth. How is that they look a lot more older than my parents? And you want to know another reason why that my
Mm-hmm.
parents, are where they're supposed to be? Is because that they have position. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I do stress about time. I'm just like, damn, babe, as soon as I get up, like, fuck, I have coffee, I eat, it's time to do the cast, we're done casting, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I gotta eat, and I'm too tired to do deliveries, but I'll
Speaking
snuggle
of
with you
time,
all night. What?
speaking of time, it's 2:22.
Oh, shit. I can't see it. Where's my phone? Ugh,
Hurry,
I know.
hurry, faster. It's almost over.
Yes, yes,
Hurry,
yes,
hurry,
yes. No,
hurry.
I seen it, I seen it,
No.
I seen it. Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. People do dumb shit, spend their time doing dumb shit. People are just dumb shit, so just all
Mm.
be dumb shits. No, I can't be. I got to do better. But
Why are you taking my words?
what?
Nothing.
I'm learning from you.
Oh no. Yeah. Time is precious, and it's there's so much things I could say about time. You know,
Time is money.
when
My money. Where's
yes,
that
time
from?
is money, yes.
Where's that from? Shit. Pay me. I
Everybody
forgot
says
where it
that
was from. No, it was a movie.
in many movies.
Friday? No, I don't
I
remember.
don't know.
It was in a movie though.
That's why us artists
But
is when we paint something, it's our time. And when people are like, "Oh my god, like that's a lot of money," and it's like, yeah, because you're paying for the time that it took me to do it. Yeah. Oh, don't get me into fucking fake art. Oh my god, not gonna talk about it. But
mm, that's
it's
for
it's.
tomorrow's show, babe.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah, it is. What's today? Thursday?
Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. Psh, man, you're trying to scare me like it was Friday tomorrow. Uh,
Nope.
but
So did we decide if we're gonna go to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday?
I don't know. I'm sleepy.
See? I think we should.
Um, yeah,
I've
I
given these people
guess
too much of my
he's
time
a
already.
he's a director. I'm just a pretty face on the cast with my crown on.
Well, let's get into the second part of this episode so I can go do stuff because I got stuff to do.
Okay.
And you're sleepy, so you're probably gonna fall asleep during. But dress code,
Mm-mm.
real quick. We were talking about why I showed you someone that's in their late 30s, about to hit 40, and they're still dressing like they're 12 years old. So I was asking you, and you said you were down with it. You were like, "Oh shit, that's cool. Like that's from our era." And I'm like, "No, you're too old to be
Mm.
dressing that way. Dress
Really
your age."
though?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll let you finish and then
So I
I'll
guess
rip
my
it
point
apart.
was like, if I still dress the way that like what was in when I was a kid or a teenager or even in my early
Oof.
20s,
Oof.
what?
Baby, what are you talking about? You still dress the same. Like,
No, I don't.
yeah, you do. You fucking dress
No.
like you're part of West Side Connection. Come on.
What? But that wasn't until like
Yes.
my 30s.
No, you still
You know
dress
what
like
was
that.
in?
Oh my god.
No.
A
You know what
baggy
was in
tee
when
and
I was?
some baggy black khakis with some fucking
No.
Tims and a
No.
backwards
That
hat.
wasn't
That's
what.
how you dress, babe. It's
That
the
wasn't
same
what was
shit.
popular when I was growing up. That happened. That
Oh
developed with
my
time.
god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I've I've changed with time.
So, okay, how do you dress when we're not together then? How you dress right
I
now?
got shorts on and a t-shirt. I got
Let me guess,
basketball shorts
cowboy
on
boots.
and a I should.
Oh my god.
I should. It's fall. It's the fall season. I should bring out the cowboy boots
Oh, shit.
with my shorts.
That's okay. I'll still fuck you.
With my boots on? Because I can't take them off.
Yeah, the only thing I'm gonna leave your ass in is in those cowboy boots.
Yeah,
Oh
because I can't get them off.
shit.
My fucking ankles are. My ankles are starting to lock up because I'm old.
Oh my god.
No, but what I was gonna say is when I was growing up, the thing to wear was like not skinny jeans, but they were tighter because only because your high tops were supposed to be on top of your pants, your cuffs. Like it wasn't covering up your shoes. It was showing off your all white fucking Reeboks, right? I don't remember what brands people were wearing back then or what was popular, but I always had either Dickies or Ben Davis. That's all I wore. I didn't wear all those other brands and stuff, but and a t-shirt, and it wasn't like it had to be a fit but loose t-shirt. Like it was supposed to be tight around your arms so you could show off that you would work out, but not tight like to show your stomach and stuff. It wasn't a crop top. I've seen fucking guys wearing crop tops now. It's weird, but to each their own. But
Mm.
that's what was in when I was growing up, and that's what I wanted to dress like, like a b-boy, pretty much, right? If I was now in my fucking 40s, dressing like that, I would look ridiculous. And you're like, that is what you look like.
Mm.
That's not what I look like. And then it went from that to what was it, baggy, like super baggy clothes. And I never did that shit because I don't like it that much. I did have like the longer all white tees and stuff, but it wasn't like I wasn't like falling over my pants. Like I didn't have MC Hammer pants. But imagine if I still wore that type of shit. Cause I did, like I said, I did go baggy, but it wasn't like too much. Imagine if I was still wearing that shit in my 40s. I would look stupid. So I think your wardrobe should um grow up just like you. You have to grow up, right? You can't be a child all your life. You're all like, no.
Well, I have some things to say.
Okay.
Okay. The individual that you're talking about is a woman, right?
Mhm.
Is this just for women
I
or
don't
is
even
it
know. I don't know, honestly. That's just that I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't
okay?
think
Is
she
are
knows
you
what she wants
saying
to be.
this? Okay. Well, do you think this applies to men and women in general? That's
Yes.
my question. Okay.
Yeah.
Then how do you explain, or maybe your answer is going to be like, because they're icons, they're idols, they're, that's just their whole look. But what about Ice Cube? He still dresses the same from like back in the day, and he's 55 years old. And then if you look at Mac 10, he still dresses the same way, and he's 53 years old. You look at WC, he's 54 years old. You look at Ice T, he's 66 years old. But Ice T, he does carry that gangster apparel, right? Like the look and feel of it. But his job as an actor on Law and Order, he does, kind of dress, like business casual because he's playing a cop. So, yeah, he kind of does, like, look like that, and I'm subscribed to him on Instagram. And then I see him being there with his daughter and everything. So yeah, he's kind of he's wearing the whole, like, like the granddaddy long sleeve t-shirts. But he's still, like, chained up, and he still wears, like, baseball caps and stuff. So it's almost like he's still kind of like, hood with it. Like, I mean, is that just, like, would you say that they get like a pass with that shit because they look right in that, or like that's just their icon, that's what they represent? It's is that to you like a like it's all for show, or because I think that's just how they dress. Like, I don't think it's because they're trying to hold on to, like, oh, like, I'm in denial, and I'm never gonna look like an old head and shit. Like, I don't think they carry that attitude. I just think that that's just their entire wardrobe. Like, do you still
Yeah.
think that they should dress like 55, 66 year olds?
Pretty sure their shoes are gonna start changing soon when they need to switch to more supportive shoes and stuff. But I don't think they
Orthopedic
arthritis.
shoes.
They probably do wear
I mean, there's hey,
arthritis socks.
I would not be talking shit if they could wear orthopedic shoes and still do the sea walk. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. Yeah, but I'm
My
just
ankles
saying,
hurt when I
like,
see them doing the fucking sea walk at 50 something years old. I'm like, damn.
man, they
Ah.
still move with it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Okay, well,
I
real
just
quick,
don't
wait,
see
wait,
them
wait.
changing.
Cause
That's all.
okay, right, but ever since, cause I really never really paid attention to Ice T. The other ones, Ice Cube, Mac 10, Dub C, and all them. I grew up with their music and stuff, and their style of clothing has never really changed to me. So it's not like they went from wearing super baggy jeans to wearing like, 501s, and then to wearing skinny jeans like that. I
Mm-hmm.
think if I had seen them switching up their attire, then yeah, I would be like, okay, well, they're just going with the time. With age, they'll settle on a style and stay that way. But they didn't. Their style has always been the same. It hasn't fluctuated with times. It hasn't changed with times. So I wouldn't expect to see them now with skinny jeans or whatever the hell young people are wearing. Because I don't even know what the hell is a trend. I just know that when I see a I want to say late 30s. I think at your late 30s you need to start kind of settling down on a style of clothes um that fits your age, that is age appropriate. Like I said, I don't want to see a 40 something year old sagging their pants. I don't want to see a 50-year old wearing skinny jeans. I don't want to see that. But again, it's not my choice. And if people, I mean, if I could dress the world, I probably wouldn't because I don't fucking care. But I do care. And like, I don't know. I just think it looks stupid for a 50 something year old to try and look like what these teenagers are looking like we talked about
Mm.
our parents growing up. They were from like the hippie era, so wearing bell bottoms and shit. Could you imagine watching our parents still wearing bell bottoms and platform shoes. Like, no, it had to change at some point. At some point, they had to be like, okay, now it's time to settle down into my mom jeans, and they're comfortable, and I gotta wear these diabetic socks, and shit like that. Like, again, when I see Ice Cube and all them still wearing Dickies and Levi's and stuff like that, it still fits their image. It's still they still look cool doing it because it's never really changed with time. Like I said, they didn't go from wearing super baggy pants to wearing skinny jeans. They kept it consistent, so um, at least consistent enough that what they wear doesn't matter. Does that make
Right.
sense?
That's what I was gonna say about our parents. I don't think our parents necessarily hung up the bell bottoms. You know what I'm saying? I think it was more like, okay, I need some pants, but I need pants that fit. I don't think it was more of the look. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I think our parents would be down, like, if they found bell bottoms actually fit them. You know what I'm saying? So I
I think
just
they're
think
coming back.
yeah, I mean, it came back when we was in high school, babe. You remember when bitches was wearing like
Yeah,
bell bottoms and flares and shit? Yeah, I mean, it kind of came back for a minute,
yeah.
but I don't think our parents was like, oh, it's time to hang up the good old platforms. I think it was just more like, I got a job now and I got to wear something a lot more comfortable and more business appropriate. And then so a job can change your image too. You know, like, oh, I can't wear regular t shirts at the job. I have to wear a polo shirt. So, like, you wear it so much and then you just start to, look like a clone at your job, so that when you go out, like, oh, like, I don't have to work on the weekends, and like, these t-shirts don't fit me anymore, so I gotta like go out and buy me some new shirts, and then next thing you know, you're pulling polos off of the rack, like, you're just like, oh shit, and that's like your new image now, thanks to your job. So I think that's what happened with our parents. I think when like, when my mom, when she was a bank, working at the bank, being a bank teller, I think that's probably what it was for her. She had to have that business look. That's why my mom got into button down blouses, because I've always seen my mother in those. That's why when I see pictures of her from back in the day, I was like, damn shit, you're wearing baby tees and fucking, like, who are you? Like, I didn't recognize my mom. She looked like a whole ass teenager. Never seen her like that before in my life. But like, I think that's where that came from. Like, I don't think our parents necessarily hung it up. For us now, we have a chance. It's like, man, like, I can't wait to get out of this Amazon vest and put on my own shit, put on my own kicks instead of these steel toe shoes. Like, now it's like we're hanging. We're discovering ourselves, and we're creating our own image. It's not being We're not holding on or keeping on an image from our jobs. And sometimes people change, like, you could be a whole ass Barbie before you get pregnant, and next thing you know, you're fucking looking like, someone else, like, oh, I'm a mom now, I can't really be dressing like that. I gotta hang up my
that's
my
that's
stripper
kind of what I'm
stuff.
saying though. That's kind of what I'm saying though. Like this person that triggered this conversation, like she's a 30-something-year-old, almost 40-year-old, dressing like her teenage son, and it's
Okay, well,
like,
let
dude,
me
you.
ask you something.
Uh,
How do you think she should be looking with the image, like, okay, like her face, how she does her makeup, her long hair that's all like purple, like different color, like how do you want her to be looking like, or what if you were her
I
outfit
don't know.
designer, like,
I
what
don't
would
know because I don't
you?
think that way. I just
Okay.
all I know is that when I saw it, I was like, this doesn't look right. She like her wrinkles don't match her wrinkles in her pants.
Oh
Like
my
I don't
god.
know. I was my mind was just like, this doesn't look right. Like it doesn't fit her. It's almost like she's trying to dress young because she's trying to stay young, and it's like
Well, she's like
too late.
a rap artist though. She's like a hip hop artist. So it's
Right.
like
So can you imagine?
that's kind of like the look. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just
Does Messi dress that way? Because I don't even know how they dress anymore. But
yeah, she does. And she
she
looks
dresses like that.
good. Yeah, she she lost a lot of weight, she gets her hair done, she still looks fly. Like with the jumpsuits and with the jewelry, the nails, the eye makeup, everything. She looks pretty good. Same thing with Rodiga. Like she looks good. Same thing with Queen Latifah. Well, Queen Latifah kind of toned it down, but I think it's because of the roles in movies that she had to play that maybe kind of hindered her style. You know what I'm saying? Um yeah, there's like Lady of Rage, the bitches from Salt and Pepper, like they still, like SWV, fucking Escape, like they're still performing and they're still dressing quite revealing, and some of these bitches are grandmothers now, but they're still hitting the stage like, like they're performing at a strip club, like they look good, and there's a lot of people that are clowning on them like, oh, these are old bitches, ain't no one want to see them in lingerie, but it's like it's a performance. But when they're not on stage, they're still keeping that hip hop kind of feel, the music feel, of like hoodies and like leggings, and like they still dress casual like their grandmothers, but does that mean that they have to walk around with the orthopedic shoes and their slips going up to their like ostrich legs?
I don't know.
Like
I
they're
just
still
think
getting
there's age
they're
appropriate attire and there's situation like dress codes,
okay.
right? You're not gonna go to a
Okay.
fucking office job dressed as a stripper if that's your
Okay, let me
nighttime
ask you
job.
something.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Okay, I'm a DJ. I perform,
Mhm.
right? I'm
Mhm.
39. Around the same age as this woman that you're talking about.
Mhm.
Someone offers me a job, and it's hot, and I accept. How do you expect me to dress up going over there? Like,
What
oh
job is
babe,
it?
I got like a spinning job, a DJ
Okay.
job. I'm gonna be,
Okay.
scratching it up, monitoring tables. How do you want me to go in on a job like that when I gotta find those pictures again, but like my makeup was so dramatic. Like I had hair pieces in my
And you
hair
would still
had
do that.
dreadlocks in it. And like, I have like the jewelry, I could get my nails done, I could wear jewelry, I could wear like my hoodies, and like, like going back to how I used to dress when I did a performance. And yeah, it's just a performance, but it would you look at me like, you really gonna go over there like looking like that? Only because you only know me as this t-shirt, sweatpants, and Skechers shoes on. Like I don't have a push-up bra pushing my tits to my neck. You see me in fucking sports bras. And you see me all the time without makeup. Now you're seeing me with like drag queen makeup on. Still looking cute, still keeping it like how I'm an artist, I can paint my face. You know what I'm saying? So like you just being like, yeah, are you gonna think I look hideous? You think I'm gonna look beautiful, or you're just gonna be like, oh well, whatever. It's just an act. Go do the act. Come back looking like the old head that I know you to be. But see, here's another thing. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna say it on here, like, cause it's kind of for the wine
You're
run, so I'm not gonna.
confusing me. You're asking me a question, and then you're changing it up now. So I don't know if I'm supposed to go all the way
Okay,
back and
well,
answer your question.
okay, answer that.
Okay, you're if you got a job doing DJ work again, my first thought is if you're talking, see, because I don't know what you're talking about. So as far as shoes, what would you wear? Would you wear like high heels and shit? Like, would you wear what
No, my
shoes?
my
What are you
attire
wearing?
was hip hop. My attire was hip hop. So I was wearing Tims. I was wearing, like
Okay, so
like
okay,
the fly kicks.
let's just say Tim's then, right? Because I know fucking
Hmm.
Tim's are super uncomfortable. I fucking have them. Trust me, I know. So I would be concerned about you. Like I would be okay. How long is your set? Because if you're gonna be on your feet for 2 fucking hours, those Tim's are gonna wreck your shit. You better wear some fucking cushioned shoes. Like you
Man,
better
remember
take those
I
Skechers.
got I got tips from the strippers. Remember I told you about the tape? You brought up the tape. Yeah, it's.
You would tape up your feet.
I did back then. That's how I know
Oh.
about it. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Be
Yeah,
like,
we're
here
a
you
push
go,
up
babe.
bra, but guess what?
Take your pain pill, and rub this fucking icy hot on your feet and on your legs, 'cause it's gonna hurt. You know, I wouldn't expect you
Man,
to
you know what?
wear.
You're threatening me with shit that I already went through. So everything that you're telling me right now, you're trying to throw in my face. It's
No, I'm
like,
not.
yeah,
How
and
the hell was I gonna
like
know?
and.
How was I gonna know that you did all that shit back then? I would just be like, all right, do your thing, do your thing. You know what you're doing.
But
Take
I
those
gotta
feet
come
up.
back to you as an old head.
What? Just be comfortable. That's all I'm. Just be
In
comfortable
my
and be safe. Like,
orthopedic shoes, in my
if you
in
need
my slip,
diabetic shoes, let me know, babe. I'll go get you some.
in my
Get yourself
flats. He wants me
some
in flats,
Skechers
you guys.
slip-ons and shit. Don't be trying to wear those fucking hard ass Timberlands and shit.
Oh my
We'll get you
god.
some
Well, they're not
insoles and
looking
shit.
at my feet, but I'm just saying. But
I don't know. I'm just
it's
saying age appropriate attire. That's all.
you know what? I'm real curious to go on with many years with you because I feel like what I'm wearing right now, like again, t-shirt, sweatpants. Um, I feel like this would be my wardrobe for the rest of my life, only because I look at the elders on my reservation. They are wearing the same exact thing that I'm wearing right now, and it looks ridiculous on them because when you really look at our elders, like they're so old that they do wear the nylons and the flats, and they do wear those really big moo dresses and an apron, and they tie their hair back in a bun, and I don't want to look like that, because to me it's like, you know what, if I really wanted to feel good about myself, right? Because what I'm wearing right now is like all around the house. If I really wanted to go out into the world, like go shopping and just have like a real full on date, man, I'll fucking put on like body wraps. I would put on a fucking push up bra. Like I would, put extensions in my hair. And it's not for the image of what other people's gonna look at me, because I know that I feel good in it. I'm doing it for myself. But if you're talking about old age, like how's Audie gonna look just like this? But I would like to amp it up a little bit, because it's like, why not? Like if you want to walk
Well,
around in
I'm
heels
always
in
gonna
your
choose
house,
comfort.
I
Oh,
know you're
sorry.
gonna
Go ahead.
choose comfort, but I mean I choose comfort too,
I gotta,
but I wanna look
I gotta
fly
use the
too.
restroom. I drank too much water.
Oh my god.
I drank too much water, too much electrolytes.
It's just going right through, babe. Okay, well, did we get our points across?
I think so, but what I was gonna say was I would rather choose comfort over style any day. But I
Yeah,
like
I've
me
seen the
myself.
boots. I know.
No, you haven't. You've seen the Tims. You've seen my shoes now. What do I have now? Oh, Reeboks, which I
I
need a
think
new
you showed
pair.
me a picture of your boots before, I
Yeah, I
think.
probably did.
Did it
You know
have
what? I
red
was in my
stitching?
closet the other day. No, what the
Oh
hell?
shit. I wonder whose boots those were.
Whose boots
Oh
were
shit.
you looking
Okay.
at?
Thank you everyone for
Whose boots
joining
what
the
the fuck
wine
you were
run.
looking at, huh?
Maybe our child.
Maybe.
Maybe Bam Bam's boots. But it was all
Mm,
black and it had white and red stitching on it, but mostly red stitches on it.
I
Looks
don't
sick
know.
as shit. Shiny. But go ahead, baby.
I forgot what the hell I was gonna say because now I gotta think about pissing and shit. But um, no, what I was gonna say is me. My preference is when I leave the house, depending on where I'm going, I'm gonna dress the part. I'm not gonna like go to the bank in sweatpants and a long ass t-shirt. I wanna not because I want to pretend something that I'm not. It's just I don't. I just don't want
You
to
know
do
what
that. I
this
want to
man
be.
does when we leave the house just to go pick up our Walmart groceries at pickup? This man will come out of the bathroom and I'm sitting around doing shit. Man, that huge whiff of fucking men's cologne. I'm slowly turning around like, where the fuck are you going? We just going to pick up groceries. Man, this man will smell so fucking good just to pick up groceries.
But I just like spritz. Forgive me for the fucking background noise.
Now you're
But
good.
I spritz once, maybe twice.
Oh my
I don't
god.
like drown myself in the whole bottle. It's not my fault. I
Man,
smell good
a
shit.
cloud. He comes out with
No, no, no,
clouds
no.
and
Don't
it
lie to the
smells so
people.
fucking good. Oh my god, I maul his ass.
Yeah, she does. But you
Hell
just never
yeah.
know. You just never know. What if I'm out picking up the groceries and I've run into like this executive at a company that wants to hire me for something, and I'll be like, "Damn, you stink." See, but if you're smelling good and you feel good, if you feel good, you omit that to other people. You're happier. You smile more. You're just like that's me. I'm comfortable in everything I wear. Well, not everything. There's some shirts that are like iffy. I need to upsize on them. But
And
yeah,
here his wife is sitting next to him smelling like toilet water.
don't smell like toilet water.
Yeah. This guy
We're like,
trying to
oh,
show
she's
out next to
lovely,
me, and
isn't
I'm
she?
sitting there. Yeah. Wet raccoon and everything. Yeah. This
Dude.
guy he blow dries his fur, spritz himself like he ain't just come out of the dumpster early in the morning. Oh my god. No.
That's
You know,
just me.
I agree with you. You know, like when you like for me, like when I smell good, like it makes me feel good. Like
Yeah.
it does change my mood. It makes me feel like shit. I'm the shit. Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of my way, clear away. Yeah, like that's kind of how I get like when I put on my favorite perfume or something. It does make me feel
Yeah.
good. It does change your mood. So yeah. Well, thank you,
Yeah.
baby, so much for joining me on this second time around on the White Run podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. You
Yeah.
gonna leave out right now?
Yes, I am because my bladder is hurting. But
Oh
thank you,
no.
and everybody be nice to each other. Don't waste your time on people that don't matter. Love you,
True
babe.
that. I love you too, baby.
Bye.
Bye. And that was just right. Yeah, so that concludes this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys had some takeaways, and I hope this episode made you laugh. It certainly made me laugh, and we will check you guys back here tomorrow. And I am unsure of when we're gonna have a set schedule. Holy shit! Let me bring this down just a little bit. All right. So yeah, we'll check you guys back here tomorrow, and yeah, we'll get the schedule situated out and everything. So just hang tight for that, and as well as the news, I'm going to tell you guys about one of the reasons why we're going to be doing a time change. All right, and yeah, don't forget to check us out on all of our endeavors: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and check out our highlights. We work really hard on those. And yeah, we will check you guys back here tomorrow on the Wine Run podcast. Don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And